Check, check. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a car with the license plate NY KVW5889, your car needs to be moved. There's also two other ones, PALJS1430. Another one, NYKXB3783. Again, if you heard your license plate, please move your car. We need it for the ambulance. The show will be picking up in about 15 minutes, so guys, grab your beers, grab your seats, because Outlaw Wrestling is back! welcome to the Queens Brewery, and welcome to Outlaw Wrestling! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Queens Brewery, and for those of you watching at home on Twitch and on YouTube, welcome to the revolution that is Outlaw Wrestling! We have an awesome night full of action and full of music. And being that it's full of music, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you Silvana and her crew.
It's rocking me here tonight, and I better feel it too. Something in the wind is electric. I should come down. I thought, look like the rain in the Christmas. Hey, we're just in a parachutes, staring up the Mount Olympus, lightning bolts bursting on the moon. There are gods among us, and some night the gods is full. What's in store is more than mortal. Just yourself and wherever there's love. That's how you know you're alive. 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 That's you're alive. There's a face of greatness now. And so what are you gonna do with it like a shrinking violet, keeping her in your rear view? Oh, you shout into the air. Oh, come on, give me all that you've got. Never spent is all forgiven, so come on, let's feel what you got. That's how you know you're alive. That's how you know that you're alive. That's how you know that you're alive. That's how you know that you're alive. That you're alive.
Let's give it up one more time for Silvana at the moment! Are you guys ready for some action? If you're ready for some action, let me hear you say Outlaw! The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, what up though to the world? This is your boy KG Kevin Gill. I am live at the Queens Brewery, and this is Outlaw Wrestling's Colossal Tussle. As you can see from my on-screen graphic, you know who I am. You know the dulcet tones. And now you are ready for the type of wrestling presentation that only Outlaw can bring to the table.
Making their way to the ring from Seldom, New York, the team of Seth and Micah Cortez, the Audacity.
Seth and Micah Cortez together, they make up the Audacity.
Cut the music. when Orion Dove's got a mic in his hands, two things happen. Number one, the boys in the back take notes. And number two, you dumb little incel idiots, shut your mouths and let me speak. April 13th, 2023 is the biggest night in Outlaw Wrestling history, and why is that? Is it because we got a dream card, a loaded lineup for all your smart, mark, wet dreams? Is it because we have an absolute legend of the theater industry, the greatest Jean Valjean, the greatest phantom of all time in the house, and he's going to be performing later? Ramin Karimloo? Yeah, Ramin! Shut up! No, it is because Orion Dove has the pleasure of introducing the newest clients of Dove Media. They are high flyers of the highest magnitude. They are absolute badasses and they're scary as hell. They are Seth and Micah Cortez, the Audacity! And it wouldn't be the biggest night in this company's history if my new clients did not have a match. So we will not leave this match until someone gets out here.
Indeed, talking about smart marks, wet dreams. What kind of dreams exactly does Orion Dove have? Looks like he just came over here from his day shift as a nurse. Still got his work clothes on. And I don't know what exactly he brings to the Audacity, but I know what these two guys bring to the table. Architects of the business, revolutionaries of wrestling.
Today, Jose and Joel, they are the SAT.
The SATs, not to be taken lightly, not to be toyed with, not to be played with, not to be disavowed, not to be disallowed, and never to not be in the discussion of greatest tag teams of our generations. And it's on like Donkey Kong. Joel and Jose, the Maximo brothers, going to war with the Audacity. Brothers versus brothers, and the SATs with that experience. They got all the experience in the world, man. And we're off to a hot start at the Queens Brewery. I am your boy, KG Kevin Gill. And here we go. Look out. Stand back. God damn it. Fans running for cover. Danger in the ringside area. SAT's taking over here, man. This is what they're known for. They don't get paid by the hour. Quite frankly, they've never been paid enough for their contributions and their innovations to this game. And now both Jose and Joel just making light work of one half of the Audacity, one half of the Cortez brothers. Look at this. Beautiful camera work here on the first official live stream of Outlaw Wrestling. This is the Colossal Tussle, and that was a 2 count. Joel makes that quick tag. Now it's Joel Maximo in control. Joel and Jose work so well as a team. Quick tag to his brother Jose. Joel, I'll be honest, man, when you get 2 sets of brothers, I'm not going to have the easiest time. But I'm doing my best here. I'm receiving various notes with contradictory information about the Maximos. Damn, the power of the chop. Jose hits those ropes. Maximo throws the line. God damn it, he got caught. Got caught. Fans calling for a Puerto Rican special. I don't know if they're going to get what they want, but when you come to the Queens Brewery on a Thursday night, at least once a month, you get to see Outlaw Wrestling. You get to have some great beers. You get to have a good time. Definitely a place to be in Queens, the greatest borough of all the boroughs, but I digress. Quick tags here, and the Audacity, you know, their manager aside, the Audacity on their own, I think have really been proving themselves here in Outlaw. They don't always get the win, but they always show improvement, and just being in there with a team like the SATs, man, you're in for a wrestling lesson from bell to bell. Win or lose, at the very least, you're gonna learn something. Quick tags again. Look at that sky-high elevation, plants the elbow right along the jaw, and those educated feet of the Cortez brothers, not enough to take out one half of the SATs. Maximo hung up there in the ropes. His brother trying to rally this crowd, and let's be honest, it doesn't take much to get him going. These fans are tuned in. Look at this shit. Get this guy out of here, man. I'd like to see Orion Dove's manager license if I could. I'd like to at least review it. It's probably not even laminated. And look at this, it's created an opening. It's created an advantage. The SATs created a style, created a series of moves, created a training regimen that not just changed wrestling forever, but it keeps them in peak physical condition. It keeps them on top of their game. Jose's calling for the tag to Joel. This is what it's all about, cutting that ring in half. Theo, take a look at how it went down. That's right, we got replays up in here. Beautiful tandem offense. And now the referee should get his eyes on the matter at hand here. But the passion of the Maximo family, bonded by blood. Again, beautiful tandem offense here. Moves I believe these guys had well put together way before Mr. Dove got involved. Crowd getting rallied up, and what a night it is here in Queens. The Colossal Tussle is going down. Maximos, it might be 2-on-1. They might be outnumbered, but they're never outgunned. Maximo with the quick roll-up, leverage pinfall attempt. Beautiful DDT, spikes him right on his head. This is the moment he's been waiting for. Use that hashtag Colossal Tussle as the tags are made on both sides of the ring. And in we go. If you attack my brother, you might as well attack me. That's always been the Maximo philosophy. The SATs, Sweat and Marley and Barley and Hops on those ring ropes, but it can't stop the fucking SmackDown. You heard it correctly. This could be it right here. Maximo setting him up and just dumping him. Pops those hips though and holds on while his brother perches up on that middle rope strand. Maximo now stepping up to the top. Beautiful senton. But look out, here comes the Audacity. Audacity showing and proving they can hang with the SAT, which is saying something. Look out here. SAT so dangerous from those ropes. Oh shit. Skills the Great watching on at ringside. No assistance needed. The SAT can handle this on their own. Jose and Joel Maximo. Could it be the original move that made him famous? bitten and digested on television for decades. Spanish Fly. Unreal. You can count to 1,000,000 after that shit. Not a standing Spanish Fly, not a one-man Spanish Fly. That is the Spanish Fly. DJ, hit the music.
Here are your winners, Joel and Jose Maximo, the SAT.
Let's take a look. Poetry in motion. The Maximo brothers, as comfortable, as cool as cucumbers, perched up on that top rope, and they hit it like it wasn't no thing. Look at that social media branding. Cameraman, zoom in on that action. Everywhere you can follow and support the Maximos, you should. There you go. Camera work of the gods here. Follow and support them all. We wouldn't be here today without the SATs. SATs accompanied by Skills the Great. Queens is the place, SATs are the team. Outlaw Wrestling putting it down at the Queens Brewery. Let's go.
Let's give it up one more time for your winners of the contest, the SAT.
Fans still chanting the name, still paying respect. And in my opinion, it's still not enough. Give the SAT their
scheduled
flowers.
for one fall.
Channing Thomas has arrived, and he's quite pleased with himself.
Down the aisle, on loan from the Dallas Wrestling Office, this is world-class Channing Thomas.
Hands down, world-class without a doubt. The man that built the Sportatorium. The man that made Texas wrestling a household thing. A man, quite frankly, who birthed the Von Erichs. Channing Thomas, world class. Here, of course, through exclusive agreement with that Dallas booking office. Fans don't like him. The robe is probably sweaty, but let's give this man his respect. Let's see what Channing can do in an outlaw ring.
His opponent. Making his way down the aisle from Sparkle City, he is the dime piece, Aaron Rourke.
The dime piece has arrived, and Aaron Rourke is indeed perfection. A strange, unusual form of perfection, but a form of perfection nonetheless. Aaron Rourke making his presence known here for Outlaw Wrestling, the Colossal Tussle, as the sun is starting to set here in Queens, New York at the Queens Brewery. And we've got a capacity crowd on hand once again. Aaron Rourke making the ring his home, very comfortable in there, definitely showing off a little bit, and why not? Aaron Rourke, ready to have some fun, ready to do some battle. Great blue chipper, Aaron Rourke. Young, got cakes for days. Talented in the ring, great look, and not at all intimidated by world-class Channing Thomas. Channing Thomas, someone who has been known to intimidate a lot of people. I saw him intimidating one of our officials earlier today in the back. Thankfully, not the official in this match. Here we go, nice collar and elbow tie-up in the center of the ring, and Channing grabs that side headlock, quickly shut off the ropes, and man, he just ran right through Aaron Rourke. World class indeed. Man. that was something else to see. World class Channing Thomas didn't come here to play. He might have knocked the dime piece down to a nickel. It's that feeling out process going down. Very quick up and over, and this time Aaron Rourke returns the favor, and man, he colossally jostled world-class Channing Thomas. Wow. Fans saying you call yourself world-class, your name in fact should be world ass. Is Channing Thomas the asshole of the world? Is he the world's ass? Is he the world's shitter? Use that hashtag Colossal Tussle and let us know. Honor to be here in my hometown, my birthplace, Queens, New York, a place that birthed my fandom and knowledge of professional wrestling from my earliest days, and it's truly a blessing and an honor to share this with y'all today. Beautiful drop kick, shot like a shotgun blast to the chest of world-class Channing Thomas. Thomas is down, and the dime piece might be able to capitalize on this, take this one home real quick, real fast, and real early. Fans chanting some derogatory remarks here, better left said by them than me. But again, Thomas, so much power behind that chop, but there was nobody home, and opened the door to Aaron Rourke. Aaron Rourke feeling himself right now, firing up this crowd. Rourke taking a little bit of time here, but it might pay off. Handspring. Nobody home. That's how you sprain a wrist. But got caught. Channing Thomas got caught rushing in. And now, once again, Aaron Rourke can take that time. God damn. That's a rough way to land. Coming down all the way from that top rope. Hitting that canvas hard. Crowd fully behind Aaron Rourke. God damn, the power of Channing Thomas, man. This guy does not play in it to win it. Beautiful execution, textbook execution. Gift that. That's called how to do a devastating knee drop, but not enough to take Rourke out of the game for now. Rourke might be missing a teeth, a tooth, a teeth, both perhaps. Thomas very much impressing me, and I'm sure impressing some of you at home. You don't have to like him personally, or there you go. Oh my God. Only two. And Rourke ate all of that size 12 and a half, and devastating shot right to the back of the head. Reverse clothesline, only two. Only two. Good look there at world-class Channing Thomas. Taking a moment trying to get the pain out of his system, get the air in his lungs, the blood flowing through his heart. But every moment he takes to recuperate, it's a moment for Aaron Rourke to try to get back in this. We appreciate everyone tuning in live and everyone peeping that replay. Follow and support Outlaw Wrestling on all social media. come join us, whether it's here in Queens, whether it's in Brooklyn, or anywhere that Outlaw Pro Wrestling brings the party. You're guaranteed a good time and some great wrestling. Speaking of great wrestling, this is where Channing Thomas has really got to turn it up into third or fourth gear. Dare I say fifth gear, just to take it home if he can. And what Channing's doing right now is getting in the heads of these fans, which certainly boosts his awareness and his counter popularity, because they don't love him, folks, here in Queens. They dislike this Texan. Wait a second. What a counter by Rourke! Rourke literally risking his own neck, risking his own mobility to open a door, to create an opening, to get in one move to create that separation. And now Rourke quickly steps aside like a matador, but Thomas got caught. Thomas got caught up top, and Thomas takes the ride. Things are not looking good for the Texas native. Thomas struggles to his feet. Rourke rushes in and kicks him right in the back of the head. That man bun, though, may have provided some crucial cushioning of the impact. You can see the man bun being adjusted by Channing Thomas. Oh, no. Channing Thomas didn't see that one coming at all. And now it's Rourke up high. Rourke with a modified chode breaker right there. Good God, not enough. Not enough. Aaron Rourke, perfection in his personal life. Most times that I've seen him compete, absolute perfection in that ring. But tonight, world-class Channing Thomas is giving Mr. Rourke a run for his money. Rourke perched all the way up high. 450, nobody home, but he had it scouted. Landed on his feet and rolled through, ducks the line. The boot gets caught by Rourke. Rourke with the knee, that's how you break a nose. Thomas could be out here. That was an absolutely devastating knee strike. Take another look at it here. Well, that was the strike into the corner, which was something else. But what that set up, chode breaker, got all of it too. Beautiful replay action here. Ooh, not so beautiful for Aaron Rourke. Again, his face. Oh shit, feet on the ropes. Feet on the ropes for leverage. But Channing Thomas still couldn't get the job done. Referee fiercely admonishing Channing Thomas. They're chanting world ass at Channing Thomas. This is a moment, this is a vibe. This is Outlaw Wrestling's Colossal Tussle. World ass, or should I say world class. Channing Thomas has Rourke in serious trouble here. Rourke trying to hold on to that ring post if he can. There's a superplex in his future, on his horizon, in his forecast, and Rourke's got to hold on. He's got to battle back. Biting at the face of Channing Thomas, creating an opening, creating some separation. Good God! Sunset flip power bomb. It's time to capitalize, Aaron Rourke. It's time to get the big win in Queens. Look out. Good God, picture perfect 450. Got him!
If you're enjoying the night, let me hear you say outlaw. Let me hear you say outlaw. The following contest is a 6-man tag match. Making their way down the aisle, the team of the Silk City Kings, Kenny Bangle, and Bulldog Pittenham, along with their partner, the Concrete Rose, SONNY Kiss.
SONNY Kiss has arrived, and our friends from Rolling Stone magazine are in the building. We're taking over their Twitch right now.
And their opponents. Making their way down the aisle, the team of the SLIMEBALLS, Sage Kent and Tommy Rhett, and their partner, MANBUN Jesus.
MANBUN Jesus and the SLIMEBALLs. On his own, MANBUN Jesus, a headliner, a showstopper, but then you put him with the SLIMEBALLs, man. Anything can happen. MANBUN Jesus has almost like a cult-like sort of influence. There's a lot of people that are under the auspices and sit under that learning tree of MANBUN Jesus. MANBUN Jesus and the SLIMEBALLs taking on the iconic SONNY Kiss and the Silk City Kings. Ain't no party like a Silk City party, and the Silk City Kings are the kings of the Silk City party. Isn't it ironic? MANBUN Jesus, one of the few people with his name on his tights, and he's the only guy in there that absolutely has no need for it. When you look at the sheet and you see that MANBUN Jesus is wrestling, there is no doubt who MANBUN Jesus is in that ring. Shout out to everyone here at Queens Brewery. Shout out to our production team, camera team. Everybody here is killing it. We are live on the Rolling Stone Twitch right now. That's something you can check out. Alternatively, or after this, or instead of this, however you want to do it. They've got a different camera, they've got a different call, they've got it all going on. And this is here, your boy KG on the Outlaw Wrestling YouTube channel, streaming live to the world for the very first time. Outlaw Wrestling woven deep into the tapestry of New York City wrestling. New York City, the most culturally diverse city in the world, and right here in Queens, literally the most culturally diverse borough, the most culturally diverse city in all of the world. Queens is the place. Only in Queens can you have SONNY Kiss and a MANBUN Jesus about to have some sort of a, I'm not sure, a what off, a butt off, a dance off, a tag off. Could be anything. Silk City Kings, wait a second. MANBUN Jesus also opts to bring in one of his supporting players. The one and only Sage from the SLIMEBALLs. Teamwork makes the dream work here. SLIMEBALLs trying to work as a team. Take out those Silk City Kings. What a shot right there. SLIMEBALLs looking for a win pretty early here. MANBUN Jesus calling the shots. He is the ring general of his team, the most seasoned, the most experienced, and the most influential, quite frankly. He's very influential on all of his minions. SONNY Kiss with the leaping splash in the corner. SLIMEBALLS, though, taking a page out of SONNY Kiss's book, and SONNY Kiss does not look too pleased about any of these developments. Sage coming face to face with SONNY. SONNY Kiss. Wait a second. Sage turned it around. Started off as some sort of what I thought was SONNY Kiss going for a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, and it very quickly, Sage reversed that momentum. Sage quickly up and over that top. Sage of the SLIMEBALLS caught SONNY Kiss sleeping. SONNY never saw it coming. SLIMEBALLS trying to take an advantage here when they can, and why not? They're SLIMEBALLS. Power of SONNY Kiss. Let's go. Hell yeah, you go, SONNY. Beautifully executed. SONNY Kiss, a ring veteran, another trailblazer, another groundbreaking professional wrestler, someone who is looked up to and admired all around this world. SONNY Kiss out of control with the handspring, double handspring into the slap. You'll love to see it. Quick tag, Silk City Kings. Silk City's in this, and they're in control right now. There you go. This is what teamwork's all about. Devastating execution, poetry in motion, perfect synchronicity for the Silk City Kings. Silk City going to war with the SLIMEBALLS here. Man, look at the way Sage hit that canvas and rotated from the impact. All that torque, all that velocity right on the spine. This is how you do it. This is how you get it done. Pittman and Bengal, the Silk City Kings. Sage desperately needs to get a tag. Bengal just mocking the attempts to tag, mocking the SLIMEBALLS mascots there. They're really MANBUN Jesus' mascots, but SLIMEBALLS get the rub. The humidity in here wreaking havoc, it looks like, with MANBUN Jesus' MANBUN. It may become partially unloosened before he even goes fully to war here. MANBUN Jesus went for the tag there twice, trying to just steal a tag if he can. Bengal trying to hold on to keep that balance. Bengal ain't going out like that. Sage from the SLIMEBALLS whipped in, ducks the line. Sage ducks the elbow on the return trip, but there was no ducking that. Bengal from the Silk City Kings capitalizing here. SONNY Kiss barking out some orders to the referee and Sonny's teammates. There you go, tilt-a-whirl, almost like a tilt-a-whirl neck breaker. God damn it. Very innovative offense here. Silk City Kings could be going all the way. Bit of a lackadaisical cover, but it doesn't matter when your partner, MANBUN Jesus, is in there to break it up with the quickness. This is what it's all about. SONNY Kiss perched up high. Kiss got caught. Kiss got caught. Kiss got driven. Kiss got driven through that canvas. SLIMEBALLS. SLIMEBALL double splash. 2. Oh my God. It's slime time, baby. In Queens and all around the world, everywhere Outlaw Wrestling is seen. Bengal there going for the eyes, super kick. But wait a second, that super kick sent one of the slime balls back into the corner. MANBUN Jesus took the ride the hard way. God damn it! MANBUN Jesus driven face first into that canvas. Lackadaisical cover one more time, not even bothering to hook the leg. Silk City might be too comfortable. Sage is not comfortable, though. Sage looks perpetually irritated. Sage, glancing blow off the temple with that super kick. We got chaos here. Absolute warfare going down. Sonny Kiss just kicking the smug look off of one of the slime balls' faces. But now it's MBJ all fucking day. MANBUN Jesus could have it won here. He's trying to share the glory with his teammates. MANBUN Jesus takes the ride into that unforgiving steel ring post. Sage trying to fend off both members of the Silk City Kings. Bengal and Pittman. Holy shit. Sonny Kiss perched on that second rope. God damn it. Split from the second. That's all she wrote. Take one more look at it. This is absolutely crazy. I thought Sonny Kiss had something totally different in mind, but Sonny Kiss leapt from that middle rope strand high in the air and dropped a fucking bomb on the slime balls, on MANBUN Jesus, on the whole trio. Count them out, they're done, it's over. Give it up for Sonny Kiss. Give it up for the Silk City Kings. Doing it on their terms, doing it their way. And you can see MANBUN Jesus looking like he escaped from like the band Violence in 1991 or something. Once the MANBUN comes out, MANBUN Jesus is a whole different persona. The party keeps going, the show keeps going. This is the
Give it up one
Colossal
more time
Tussle.
for your winners of the contest, the Silk City Kings and the Concrete Rose, Sonny Kiss.
You're taking a look at your winners, you're taking a look at our ring announcer,
If
and
you're
let's throw it on
enjoying
over.
Outlaw, let me hear you say yeah. Everybody say yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please use that hashtag Outlaw Wrestling as well as the hashtag Last Match Musical. We have our big fans in the house over here tonight. Can we hear you say yeah? Let me hear you say yeah. Are you guys ready for the next contest?
Also use the
The next
hashtag
contest
Colossal
is a singles
Tussle.
match
Use
scheduled
all
for
the hashtags.
one fall.
Oh shit. When I hear the man's Vinny Paz bursting through that system on that Sea-Lance beat, there's only one thing that I've come to expect. One person, one player, one persona, one force in this business. 4 letters. Bull is the first
Making
name.
his way down
James
the aisle
is the last.
From
Give it up.
Brooklyn, New York, this is Bull James.
Bull James capable of pulling off his own Jedi mind tricks at any time. An absolute force to be reckoned with here in Outlaw. What is this?
Making his way to the ring, from Boogie Town, this is Marino.
Marino seems to have all the charisma and smarts of a younger, dumber Disco Inferno, and that's saying something to be dumber than that piece of shit. But speaking of pieces of shit, Marino here to show improve, and between the mullet and the Duran Duran, I get the sense that Marino has no idea what he's just gotten into. Everyone's laughing at Marino, myself included. I'm supposed to be professional here. This guy loves Duran Duran. Bull James, I think, would much rather hear some Vinny Paz playing through that PA. What is this? Bull James is making me laugh on commentary. I apologize. You can see him there in the corner. He's talking with me about that Dr. Tom Pritchard walk. What the? Oh, Bull James is going to hurt this guy so bad. Oh, Bella's wrong. I don't think Marino has any idea what he's just gotten himself into, and he may be blown up from his intro. Bull speechless. Bull James been all around this wrestling world, from NXT to Japan to all around these United States. I know you can catch him up at that upcoming 80s Wrestling Con coming up next month in New Jersey, in May, in fact. There you go, Bull James. Kicks him right in the breadbasket. Fires Marino in and knocks Marino down. Clothesline of doom from Big Bull James. Shout out to the homie Vinny Paz, watching at home from his compound in Philadelphia. God damn it! That's all she wrote. See you later, Marino.
Here is your winner, Bull James.
Drop that Vinny Paz. Come on, DJ. Turn it up. Let's take a look at how Bull ended the goofy-infused dreams of Marino. Marino will be better home taking edibles or browsing the Zubaz website, but instead he came here to Queens Brewery to get his ass beat. Someone got to sweep him up into the trash so we can move on with our presentation. That Vinny Paz music acting as a palate cleanser in a way to clear all that Duran Duran from the palate. Not me, brother. Please, not me.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not already, please give a follow to Outlaw Wrestling on Instagram at Outlaw Wrestling. Give us a follow on Twitter, on Eventbrite, so you can keep up to date with all of us. If you're enjoying yourself, let me hear you say Outlaw. Outlaw. Ladies and gentlemen, I also want you guys to give a follow to the last match. Musical, big things happening over with them. We have Amber Ardolino in the house. Will be doing a musical number later shortly. Ramin is here as well. You'll be seeing him later. And the night is far from over, folks. Far from over. And if you guys are not following us on Eventbrite, please do, because May 18th, we are at the Stereo Garden in beautiful Long Island, New York, and it's a collab show with Wrestling Is Now. So if you're not, get up on it, because the revolution that is Outlaw is happening.
Looks like we may have a special guest joining us here on commentary in a moment, but man, talk about a dream match. One of the most talked about and most decorated wrestlers in the world right now is Speedball Mike Bailey, and he's here to go to war with someone he's no stranger to from the great DDT Pro Wrestling in Japan.
Is a singles match scheduled for one fall.
And you know what that music means? It means Speedball Bailey is on the scene. But before the highly charismatic, highly intelligent, super wrestling ability, before all of that, one of the greatest Canadians of all time, before he enters this arena, I have the dubious distinction of alerting everyone that Orion Dove is now going to be joining us on commentary for this match.
Kevin Gill, Orion Dove here. It is an honor and a pleasure for you, I'm sure, to have me here with you. And I am looking forward to this match. People who don't know, Speedball Mike Bailey here, a high flyer of the highest magnitude. He is fantastic. He is incredible.
So talented, man. So charismatic, so personable. But again, it's that talent. This guy has been blazing trails for fucking so long across Canada, across North America.
Canada, this is Speedball.
Just so you know, Kevin, I'm out here scouting talent.
That's fair.
Bailey!
I mean, Bailey's the kind of guy, if you were able to get Bailey under your auspices, under your heading, there could possibly be no
under
stopping
my wing, the Dove's wing, that's what it is.
Ah, I see, under the Dove's wing. Speedball Bailey, that's one thing we may agree on, and although you'll probably never hear the things I said about the clothes you're wearing when you were out there during match one, I'm glad we do agree on the greatness of Speedball Mike Bailey.
Well, I don't want to know what you said about my clothes, but Speedball Mike Bailey, I mean, there's no denying it. The man is a fantastically talented wrestler. Doesn't matter what I may think personally about the man. When that bell rings, he's as good as it gets.
Without a doubt, I had the privilege and pleasure of calling Speedball Mike Bailey's first match back in the United States after a nearly 7-year hiatus. And ever since that day, he's been unstoppable, like a buzzsaw, cutting through the independent scene. It doesn't matter whether it's Impact Wrestling, Outlaw Wrestling, everywhere this guy goes, top of the card. And talk about his opponent, man. This guy, a god. The world's been buzzing about DDT Wrestling for a long time. One of the best promotions in Japan, but it's not every day you get to see one of the great talents from DDT Pro Wrestling right here in Queens.
Daisuke Sasaki, I mean, the man is a legend in Japan. He's the leader of the Damnation stable. And he is charisma epitomized. I mean, he wears the word across his chest proudly.
Making his way
Look at this
down
man.
the aisle from Japan, this is Daisuke.
Daisuke is here, and I would like to point out for the historians and for the purists, I don't believe that is his traditional ring music, but he said, fuck it, he's going to go with what's there, and he's still going to come out here and do his damn thing. What an honor, what a privilege. And I'm sure you're in the same boat as me. I've never had the privilege of calling a match for Daisuke. However, Speedball Mike Bailey has had the privilege of being there in the ring with him many, many times. They've fought all over Japan for years. And tonight, for the first time ever, they cross paths in these United States.
Speedball Mike Bailey, of course, a veteran of DDT in Japan. He made his name in many ways in this DDT promotion while he was on hiatus here in the U.S. Very familiar with Daisuke Sasaki, and we are in for a treat.
Bell is wrong. We're underway. This is an absolute dream match, man. You know, when Mike Bailey did his first tour of Japan, he got to wrestle at the world-famous Sumo Hall. He teamed up with the mentor of Daisuke. I'm talking about Dick Togo, and he faced Daisuke and Endo in a legendary tag team match, and that's just one of the matches these guys have had, whether it's tags, six-mans, singles. They've done it all over the country. They're big-time rivals, and it's incredible to have that rivalry brought here to Queens, to Outlaw. Speedball getting a hold of that arm, and you know how Speedball is. When he grabs a hold of something, he's never going to let it go. But Daisuke quick to counter. Very hard to counter on Bailey, though, because Bailey knows they counter hold for everything. No shoes needed. The man is a physical wrestling Rolodex.
And Speedball is not just a clever name. The man is as quick as it comes.
Absolutely. Just truly an innovator, a trailblazer, and a fountain of information, a fountain of knowledge of this business. And if you get Speedball fired up enough, he becomes a volcano. He explodes in that ring. And nothing like seeing two seasoned, world-traveled wrestlers at the top of their game doing battle here in Outlaw. This is what it's all about.
And these fans are loving it. Say what you want about these fans. I'm not a big fan of them personally, but they are really enjoying themselves here early on.
Fans behind Speedball. But let's be honest, you know, for the average rank and file fan in Queens, New York, for as many fans that are familiar with Daisuke's background, just as many are seeing him for the first time right now. They're going to be Googling him after the show.
That's true. For those joining us on Rolling Stone Twitch, we welcome you. This is Outlaw Wrestling. Speedball, Mike Bailey, Daisuke Sasaki.
Bailey with that kick right across the chest. That'll take all the air out of your lungs. That'll fracture a rib.
Speedball known for his kicks, and here they are.
Kick flurry with the kick fury right there. Bailey unstoppable. This guy, man, if you could just put it in a bottle, if you could concentrate the essence of Mike Bailey, you'd be a billionaire, because this guy is the current and future of this business.
Of course, a top star in Impact Wrestling as we speak.
Indeed, tearing it up every time he gets the call. Bailey with the flexibility, beautiful kick right to the face. 1-1-1. Yo. I thought we might have lost commentary for a minute, but we are still with you. Your boy KG has the dubious distinction of being joined by Mr. Dove, Mr. Orion Dove.
Trust me, my friends, the honor is all yours.
Bailey, though, perched up top. Look at the balance. Look at the comfort, the core strength required just to stand there so effortlessly.
I don't think people realize how difficult it is to just stand on the top row.
Look at this. Daisuke turning this into like a meet and greet here. You talked about the charisma, but there's a brooding presence as well.
I hate that guy. He just high-fived with the cowboy hat.
Oh, God. Look out there right over here. Speedball taken back over. Not going to let this turn into a meet and greet at the Queens Brewery. He wants the battle in that ring. Bailey rushed in with that kick and got crotched on the middle rope. Daisuke pulling on that leg joint.
Dragon screw, shades of the newly retired Keiji Muto.
Newly retired for now. Although he had such a beautiful retirement and all that ceremony, maybe he perhaps is done. But you know how wrestling works.
I don't know if those knees will hold up for another match.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think they've been technically holding up for quite some time. But much love to
Speak of the knees.
Wow. Targeting those knees of Bailey, and so essential to Bailey's offense.
Of course, those hard kicks at the heart of Mike Bailey's offense. You eliminate the knees, you eliminate the kicks. Smart man, Daisuke Sasaki.
Bailey in anguish, trying to get that knee back under him, get that leg back under him. He may not be able to stand here.
Knee buckling.
Oh, God, there's a sick dragon screw leg whip right there.
I like this Sasaki. Big fan of this Sasaki. This Damnation stable that he leads in DDT, I've got my eye on it. I'm telling you, Kevin.
Everything in DDT is awesome. I can't lie about that.
Many talented performers. Of course, many of our viewers on Rolling Stone Twitch may be familiar with Konosuke Takeshita in AEW.
Sure.
A star of DDT.
And Bailey, one more time, that targeted attack by Sasaki on that knee could take Bailey right out of the game here. Look at this. Dabbing at his sweat, refreshing himself before continuing on with this beating. It's time to go to school. Ender Wu. Locked it in. Nowhere to go for Speedball Mike Bailey. Center of the ring. And so ingenious of Daisuke, this could easily be a submission or a pin.
Speedball's in trouble here, I tell you. His leg was buckling before. He could barely walk. He's stuck in the middle of the ring.
Speedball Mike Bailey, you can see him starting to lose consciousness there from the pain. If your knee joint doesn't give out, your brain may just shut down.
And that figure four is locked in deep.
Bailey's pulling him more towards the center, but ultimately towards the other side of the ring. But that's a long way to go, Speedball.
Never claimed the man was smart.
Speedball trying to get, look at this. The boot scoot boogie all the way back to that bottom rope. And Bailey did it, he just pulled a dead weight Sasaki all the way across that ring.
He's not smart, but he is strong, clearly. I mean, it just goes back to the ring IQ of Mike Bailey, knowing where he is and knowing that he has the ability to get to those far set of ropes.
Very disrespectful face slaps, and Bailey returns fire. Daisuke trying to set him up here. Are you kidding me?
Pedigree!
Unreal. I didn't know they did that in DDT. Imagine if Speedball Mike Bailey got pinned by a pedigree in 2023.
That would send a message to someone.
To many people. I won't even go there. Speedball Mike Bailey in the corner, and he got the knee up. Daisuke ran right into that.
But how effective can these knees be?
God damn, that was effective. Shotgun drop kick. Bailey leaping and exploding with that kick. He's got to capitalize here though, Mr. Dove. Bailey can barely stand. Using that rope for an assist. Still able to, oh God. A flurry, a trio of devastating kicks.
Shooting star press!
Got him, 1, 2. Oh my God, Bailey almost had him right there. Bailey can feel it right here. Victory in his grasp. Bailey taking a moment here. Maybe taking too long. Spear! Bailey got speared. Center of the ring. Sasaki hooks the leg. Oh my God.
2 count only. I like this Sasaki. Big fan.
Take another look. Bailey was taking a lot of time here. Well, that first was, of course, the shooting star, or the, what did you call it earlier? Oh, you missed the replay, brother.
Shooting star press.
The shooting star
It's
press.
a standing shooting star press.
The standing shooting star, the SSP, delivered perfectly by Speedball Mike Bailey.
You need your color man here to call the moves, Kevin?
Indeed, brother. That's why you're here, Mr. Dove. You are my crutch. And I'll also need you to pull my car around, but we'll talk about that after the show.
Maybe if you play your cards right.
Just don't tell the wrestlers you manage what I say. And Bailey now can barely stand. Hops over to try to pull his opponent off that top rope strand. Daisuke staring directly into the eyes of Mike Bailey.
Wow, the intensity.
Bailey just hauls off, forearm shot right to the face. There's another one. Not much behind that one from Daisuke.
I don't know if Daisuke Sasaki wants to get into a battle of forearms at this point in the match.
Especially not at this point when he's almost falling out of the ring backwards. Just the ring post itself keeping him in play.
Very precarious, dangerous position, but Speedball's the one down.
Speedball took that long, hard ride, and that's not a pleasant fall at all. Daisuke got caught. Kick right to the solar plexus. Ducks that first kick of Bailey's and fires back with a trio of kicks, effectively chopping Bailey down. Daisuke rushes in, but gets back body dropped up and over, holds on to the top rope. God, he went for one more dragon screw leg whip, but he couldn't get it. Look out.
Nervous.
Triangle fucking moonsault. Bailey, picture perfect execution. This is Speedball's house, and Daisuke's just visiting.
The roof is blowing off of the Queens Brewery.
Fans cannot believe what they are seeing. Speedball Mike Bailey. Let's take a look at this. There's the triangle moonsault. Picture perfect execution. Speedball Mike Bailey measuring Daisuke as he makes his way back into the ring and just sweeps that leg. Uh-oh. This is bad news. Speedball, nobody home.
And those compromised knees that Daisuke Sasaki has been working on the entire match, straight into the metal frame of the ring.
Unreal. Bailey's in serious trouble here. Daisuke in to pick those bones. Just hurls him into that iron ring post.
Bad news for Speedball.
Using that leverage. Fans getting up close and personal with Canada's greatest athlete, Speedball Mike Bailey. As the Japanese star Daisuke Sasaki gets him back in the ring live from Ridgewood, Queens, New York, KG. And Orion Dove on the call. Daisuke on the top rope, drops that big bow. Only two, but look, he turned it into a submission. Trying to lock in that crossface on Bailey. Bailey's got nowhere to go. Bailey's gonna tap.
And look how he's got the arm hooked in between his legs. That's not going anywhere.
Bailey again got such core strength. He was able to reposition himself and his opponent earlier. What a ring general. Sasaki took the momentum of Speedball, but wait a second. Speedball almost stole the victory right there. He was so close. Good God in heaven. Speedball Mike Bailey. No, he did it. This match is still on. Bailey coming so close to victory. Speedball Mike Bailey one more time. Double knees right in the ribs.
I have never seen anything like this. Speedball firmly in control.
He's got the crowd. He's got his opponent where he wants him. Wait a second. Daisuke out of nowhere, leverage pinfall, rope assist. Oh my God, how close can you get?
You have the rope there? I didn't see it.
He did indeed. Speedball with the kick right to the nugget. This could be it right here. Beautiful kick right to the chin of Daisuke. Speedball with a head of steam. Tornado head kick in the corner. That's all she wrote. Good God!
Coming down hard on those knees.
The knees of Bailey completely shattered, completely destroyed.
Oh, that loser fat Elvis referee is down.
Oh God. I just try not to mention him.
Did you see that?
I just knew there was a Elvis ref and that I didn't want to know anything else.
I didn't see a low
Wait a
blow.
second, Speedball's tapping out! Speedball Mike Bailey is tapping out!
I told you I love this guy, Daisuke Sasaki. Damnation, the epitome of charisma. I'm 1-0 in Outlaw Wrestling, and I've got my eye on him, I tell you.
I'm sure Daisuke Sasaki would love to be wrestling more matches in Queens and Brooklyn, everywhere Outlaw goes. And with your interest and perhaps with your tutelage, we may see him back here. Let's watch how it all went down. Speedball rushed in and got that brutal knee.
I didn't see where that leg hit. I don't know.
Locks him in and, cinches all the way back, just reclining on that spine, and Speedball Mike Bailey had nowhere to go. Elvis referee more concerned about Danzig doing Elvis songs in
Shaking
Vegas,
his
perhaps.
hips. Shaking his hips. Well, Kevin, you mentioned before that these two first met in the legendary Ryogoku Sumo Hall, the Ryogoku Kokugikan,
Give it up one more
in
time for
Tokyo,
your
Japan,
winner of the
one of
contest,
many houses that they have torn down together.
Sasaki!
But the Queens Brewery in Ridgewood, New York is just the latest, and it was a pleasure to see this match live.
The
And
battle.
if you ain't know, now you know. This is Outlaw Wrestling. Let me hear you say Outlaw!
I hate
It is
this
my
nerd.
esteemed pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to bring to you today Amber Ardolino of the Last Match Musical.
Daisuke got the huge win over Speedball.
Hey, I'm hard to handle. Got a lot of ambition and I know what I'm worth. But it gets me in trouble. So I swallow my pride, bury it deep in the earth. 'Cause there's a vision and I can't look away. Woo! This indecision tugs and cleaves on my brain. I can't help wondering what they might have done if the tables were turned. It gets me to thinking that this is a betrayal, but a chance that I've earned. 'Cause there's a vision and I can't look away. All I need is just one night to show the world what I have. 'Cause I'm able to be the stuff that stars are made of. Just me on the marquee, 'cause they love me and I just can't get enough. Come on! I've been the sidekick, and I'm dutifully play the supporting part. But I'm so heartsick for the moment it's mine alone for the first time in my life. 'Cause I've been waiting for the perfect time. But the opportunity won't pass me by if I don't stand up and claim it. Go and take it. All these sentimental melodies got me jaded, and I hate it. 'Cause I'm stuck between a rock and a hard situation. And I don't wanna win if I lose my work so hard to gain. There's a crack in the door, it's a glory in the path. I gotta try, even if it's in vain. Come on, here we go. 'Cause I'm able, yeah, yeah, I'm able. Yeah, 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 I'm able to write the legendary fable. You see, they will love me for a century. Buckle up, you better face it. I'm a monster you created. I just can't get enough. No, I just can't get enough. Here we go. No, I just can't get enough. Thank you. Come see Last Match.
What a beautiful, what are you doing here?
Ardolino, everyone!
This isn't your time.
Orion Dove stays where Orion Dove wants to stay, and I'll say this. I do not like to, I don't like to, praise people too much, but I got to give credit where credit is due. Amber Ardolino is an up-and-coming star of Broadway. Amber Ardolino is starring right now in Funny Girl alongside Ramin Karimloo and Leah Michelle. And Amber Ardolino is a star of The Last Match musical, an immersive rock musical about the world of professional wrestling. She is a fantastic singer, and it was wonderful to see her.
Well, Ryan Dove, I see a giant cane coming over here, and it's just pulling you away from the commentary position.
Okay,
Yes, she's great. Yes, she's awesome, but we've had enough of you, sir.
Trust me, it's not the cane, my friend. I know when I've overstayed my welcome, and it's not my fault. It's yours, Mr. Gill. I do not want to be here any longer with you. That's it for tonight.
Bye-bye.
The pleasure, as I said, was all yours.
Bye-bye.
Rolling Stone Twitch, Orion
Don't let
Dove.
the door hit you, or the good Lord split you.
Get out.
We'll see you soon, or not. That would be better. And now back to some great action. It's Crowbar, the timeless one, versus the young prodigy, Marcus Mathers.
Hey, Billy, take it easy, baby. We all love you.
This is so great to have the stars of The Last Match, the pro wrestling rock musical. I am contractually obligated to tell you that Matt Cardona is part of that show. But I mean, put Cardona to the side. Everyone else in that show is amazing. Great people, top talent, all of it. Talk about season, talk about a vet.
Making his way down the aisle, he is the timeless one, Crowbar!
The timeless one has arrived. Crowbar. Have you ever heard of ECW? Have you ever heard of WCW? Have you ever heard of AEW? Have you ever heard of New Japan Pro Wrestling? Those are some of the places that Crowbar has illuminated the ring. Not exactly a guy who's dripping with charm or personality, but he doesn't get paid for his charm or personality. He gets paid for his wrestling knowledge. His history, his legacy in this business is undeniable. And there's no one who can deliver in the ring like he can at this stage of their career, point blank. To stay down, he will continue to stand and fight. And now if it's like, all right, Crowbar, if you want to play like that, I'm sure Marcus Mathers has no issue turning up the intensity. Mathers, the young Jersey native, has so much respect for Crowbar. Grew up studying the footage, watching the classic matches, and looked at it as really a dream opponent and a dream matchup, something he looked forward to his whole career. And you could see Crowbar, very little joy in Crowbar's life. Crowbar all about inflicting pain, and then that's like 98% of the time, and the other 2% of the time is like Star Wars related stuff, and like 1% of the time is physical therapy. I know that comes to 101%, but Crowbar is not exactly normal. Man, so honored and privileged to be here again to call the second match in this series. Crowbar, the timeless one, versus the young prodigy, Marcus Mathers. Mathers been making a name for himself, building that buzz all over. As the ice gets added to my cup, I will get more fired up and more drawn into the action here. Collar and elbow tie up, bit of a feeling out process here. The powerful and cagey veteran Crowbar trying to force the young prodigy Marcus Mathers, but beautiful bridge by Mathers. Almost like an amateur influence there, doing anything to prevent his shoulders from making contact with that canvas. Backs Crowbar in and shoots him off the rope, and Crowbar returns fire. Huge shoulder block right there. Follows it up with a boot, might have been a little low. Goes for the pin right there. Crowbar trying to make very short work of Marcus Mathers. Just because Marcus Mathers is a fan of Crowbar doesn't mean Crowbar really has any sort of affinity for this young man. Although underneath it all, I would imagine Crowbar must respect Marcus Mathers. However, he may just be irritated and annoyed by seeing a glimpse of himself 20 some odd years ago. Crowbar with the vicious chop across the chest. And Mathers returning fire. Crowbar absorbing shot after shot. Reversal there by Crowbar, but Mathers finds a counter for the counter. But Mathers caught that elbow right above the ear. That'll affect your equilibrium. But it did not stop Mathers from delivering a beautifully placed drop kick. Mathers backs in the veteran one more time, sends him to those ropes. Second time's the charm, plants him, quick cover. And again, Mathers with the chop, the young prodigy, trying to go to war here with Crowbar, and a decidedly different match type and approach. Look at him measuring him there, just focusing all of his power, all of his strength right into that blow. Crowbar locked his arm around that rope, trying to do anything to stop this offensive onslaught of Marcus Mathers. I am your boy KG Kevin Gill, the OG of this shit. Use that hashtag Colossal Tussle. And this is Outlaw Pro Wrestling, and that's Marcus Mathers with the tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Crowbar's on wobbly legs. Mathers with the flying burrito in the corner. Boot right to the side of the head, and could it be? Had it scouted. Mathers rushes in one more time. The youthful exuberance of Mathers just having his way right now with Crowbar. But Crowbar, the wily veteran, could turn this around in a heartbeat. Beautiful high cross body, crushing down on the lungs of Crowbar. But only two. Nice drop kick by Marcus Mathers, and a kip up our cameraman missed, but I could describe it. It was a glorious kip up. It was poetry in motion. Mathers went from a lying position to a standing position instantaneously, and now he dives. Sends Crowbar all the way out to the floor right in front of the guy in the Brian Pillman t-shirt. You'll love to see it. Beers being drank, fans loving the action. This is what it's all about. You don't have to be a historian of wrestling. You don't have to remember and memorize the lineup of every WrestleMania in order to enjoy this shit. You don't even have to subscribe to Red Shoes Media on social media, but you could, because I mean, they take dope pictures, and I see them right in the mix right here, shooting all of this action, documenting this history, not just for this live stream, but where it lives forever in photograph form. Mathers now got this crowd in his pocket, but does he have Crowbar in his pocket? Oh my God, up and over the guardrail. Look out, climbing up right on top of the people here at the Queens Brewery. Marcus Mathers, the young prodigy. This is his moment as Crowbar skulks on that beer-stained floor. Man, oh man. Mathers using that guardrail right here at the commentary area. Man, I hope my Sycamore shirt doesn't get on camera again. But I digress. Because Mathers now got him out here amongst the people. Inside the guardrail, but right in front of the commentary position. The veteran Crowbar gets him up. Are you kidding me? Throat first, throat first. Throat first on that steel guardrail. Crowbar rolls in for a moment, a nanosecond to break the count. And we've got trouble here in Queens. Crowbar with the chop. Crowbar not done. Gonna go for it one more time. Oh my God, TKO on the guardrail. Sends Mathers into the crowd. Mittens takes a knee out of respect. And Crowbar stands tall. Crowbar could win this by countout. Referee out of position, not even counting for some reason. Crowbar with the hair of young Marcus Mathers and just hurls him in. Shout out, so many friends from around the wrestling industry watching. I'm getting texts right now. It's a good feeling, but it's not about me. It's about young Marcus Mathers. It's about the legendary Crowbar. It's about another pinfall attempt, not designed to win the match, but intended to tire out Marcus Mathers. Mathers like a fish out of water, laying on that canvas, gasping for breath. The flags of all nations flying proudly here in the Queens Brewery. Beer, as some people recently learned, surprisingly somehow, that beer is for everybody. Crowbar, everybody over the drinking age. But Crowbar grabbing a hold of Mathers. Mathers looking for a way out. Oh my God! Turns it into a choke, using all of that body weight, all that leverage, trying to just wrench the head right off of Crowbar. Wait a second, Crowbar comes in the hard way, only 2 on young Marcus Mathers. Young Marcus Mathers, the prodigy, enjoying this exposure, enjoying being here at the Queens Brewery, streaming live on the Outlaw Pro Wrestling YouTube page with our streaming partners, and of course, a publication you may have heard of, Rolling Stone, picking up the feed and running it on their Twitch. We love you, Rolling Stone. Unlike Andy Sesher at Hit Parader and Mick Wall at Kerrang. But I digress, that one's for Del James. And this one is for you, a great shot of Crowbar. Crowbar in anguish. Young Marcus Mathers looking like he was just pulled out of a car wreck, but pulling himself back to a standing position. Mathers hits that rope again, throat first. Try to get his arm up to just block that steel cable covered in tape, essentially, from making contact with his throat. Crowbar makes a quick adjustment and just makes sure to punish Mathers to the full extent of his ability. If you were here in the room, you would smell a blunt being roasted, but instead you're watching Crowbar quickly up and over the rope, and like a blunt splitter, just dropping that leg drop right across the head of Marcus Mathers. They don't love Crowbar. They don't love Crowbar here in Queens, but they respect this man, and how could you not? Crowbar using those ropes. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Rope-assisted leg drop, and he almost got him. This is unreal. I can see the cameraman's marking the fuck out, and why wouldn't you? This is what it's all about. Generations of wrestling, all the knowledge and experience, the pain and the anguish of Crowbar on display. But it's something that Marcus Mathers can learn from, can adapt from, And if he could conquer someone like Crowbar, what it would mean to his career. Great camera work there. You could see the cloud of sweat just exploding off the chest, off the throat of Marcus Mathers as he is struck repeatedly by Crowbar. Crowbar tried to get up ahead of steam there, but was cut off before he got it fully going. Beautiful sunset flip off the ropes, only 2. This is unbelievable. Inseguri, Crowbar stumbles. Crowbar crumbled up like a flyer on the ground. Mathers comes in. Gets turned around in his own right, placed up on that top rope. It's where you don't want to be, because now Crowbar's in control. The height, the flexibility of Crowbar. Takes a lot of effort to kick someone on the top of their head while they're seated on the top rope. Are you kidding me? Hurricane Rana from the top. Unbelievable. Crowbar, strangely not opting to try to capitalize. He's got a bigger picture game plan in here. Intends to punish Marcus Mathers even more. I think he might have had a chance of getting that pin. Wait a second. Mathers went behind, but Crowbar holding on to that rope. Crowbar will not let go. Wait a second. Crowbar, man, those elbows are vicious. That's how you get a cauliflower ear right there. And there's one right in the guts of Marcus Mathers. Mathers with the German suplex. Mathers almost in a state of shock here. He's got to get back in this game. He's got to get that adrenaline flowing and take out the cagey veteran. Wily veteran, cagey veteran, call him what you will. Crowbar is all of those things. But while Crowbar has had decades in this game, it's Marcus Mathers that has decades ahead of him. Crowbar just socked him right in the mouth. Close quarters combat here. These guys are getting a lot of force behind those shots. Let's take another look at that beautiful release German there. Nice replay here. Back to the live action. Crowbar almost chopped right through Marcus. Crowbar saying, give me your best shot, kid. God, there you go. 2-piece combo. 3 of them. Mathers is in trouble here. Crowbar's just too tough, too dangerous, too weathered, too seasoned, too grizzled, too experienced. And Mathers with the hesitation there, which was perfect. He stalled out for a minute. Crowbar didn't see it coming, and Crowbar just got caught right on the beak. Hard to miss that target. And Mathers now, here we go! Leg drop from the heavens! Only 2. Only 2. Mathers rushed in, but again, this is where that veteran status of Crowbar comes in so handy. Crowbar's forgotten more about wrestling than Marcus Mathers has learned so far, and that's not a knock on Marcus Mathers, who delivers a picture-perfect superplex from the top rope to the center of the ring, and it's time to capitalize, Marcus. There's an on-camera kip-up. Mathers is on fire right now, and I don't think this fire can be extinguished. Mathers one more time, quick leverage, pinfall attempt, kip up, cutter! That's all she wrote. 1, 2, oh my God, 2 3/4, not even, it was closer than that. 2.999997. Mathers came so close, but was denied by the seasoned vet. But it's anybody's match still at this time. Mathers now showing what he's made of, and he's got some toughness. He's got some fire behind those blows. Mathers just punching him all the way down. One more for you. Crowbar stunned. Look at the look of intensity on Marcus Mathers' face. This is the part he was born to play. This is where Marcus Mathers belongs. In a ring, in Outlaw, in Queens, handing out beatdowns to seasoned vets. Young Prodigy ducks under. Prodigy goes behind. Crowbar, though, again, those veteran tactics. Has a counter for everything and just hurls Mathers with such efficiency. Mathers went all the way balled up like a ball over in that corner. Gets dumped, beautiful bridge. Oh my God. Sweet Baby J and the whole posse can't believe it. Marcus Mathers still in this fight. He may look like a fish out of water, but he is very rapidly attempting to recuperate to get back into this fight. Crowbar using those ropes to aid in his attempt to get back to a standing position. Now he's pulling at the hair, the lovely blonde locks of Marcus Mathers. Mathers does not know where he is at this time, on Dream Street. And as I stated earlier, this isn't where you want to be when Crowbar gets you backed up onto that top rope. We saw it end in a Hurricane Rana earlier. What's it going to be this time? Hold on! Marcus Mathers with the power! Marcus Mathers with the fucking power bomb! 1, 2, oh my God! Marcus Mathers not to be outdone. Marcus Mathers trying to put a fork in Crowbar right here. Beautiful swanton bomb. 1, 2, oh my God. How close can you get? Mathers having some sort of a fucking breakdown here, and it's hard to blame him. Take another look at Mathers here, perched up on that top rope. Look at that execution, all of his body weight crushing the chest of Crowbar. Crowbar trying to talk shit to Marcus Mathers here, trying to still at all times. Crowbar remains trying to get inside your head if you're his opponent. If you're not his opponent, Crowbar doesn't really care about you. That much is pretty clear. Mathers can feel it. It's his time. This is his moment. Forearm smash. He wants to right the wrongs of the stolen victory that Crowbar took from him last time. Boot to the midsection. Crowbar, wait a second. Wait a minute. Malfunction at the junction here. Mathers tried to escape, but Crowbar pulled him on down anyway. Oh my God. 1, 2. Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. How? How? How is Marcus Mathers still in this fight? And where's Crowbar going? Crowbar over here by commentary. I'd love it if he went anywhere else in the building, to be honest with you. Let's take another look here. This is how it went down. Insane Death Valley driver. Extra stiff, extra high angle, extra snug. And now there's a steel chair in the ring. Crowd's losing their mind. Crowbar's got the chair. There you go, Crowbar. Crowbar keeps endearing himself to the people here in Brooklyn. And now Crowbar preparing to tee off on the young prodigy. Oh, come on, ref. And Mathers tried to capitalize, but got caught. Mathers, though, returns the elbow. Mathers, wait a minute, Mathers goes behind. Mathers with the victory roll into the ropes. It's good, it's good, it's good. Marcus Mathers is your win. The DJ's turned off the house mic for some reason.
Here is your winner, the young prodigy, Marcus Mathers.
The young prodigy doesn't have to be pretty to be effective. Victory roll. And the young prodigy is like the young veteran because he had the presence of mind as Crowbar's long gangly limbs began to make contact with the ropes in that corner. Marcus Mathers pulled him on back to a legal pinfall position. No chair needed, no tights needed, nothing but being a better wrestler needed. And Marcus Mathers was the better wrestler tonight. Congratulations, kid.
Listen up. I hear a couple of you guys booing me. And that's okay, that's okay. I understand why you fuck with this guy, because I fuck with this guy, because he's a fucking legend. Not just once, but 2 times now I got to share with the ring with you. Thank you so much, you're fucking amazing. But the last time we faced off, you had to cheat to beat me. You did.
Facts.
Right? Got you again, and I beat you fair and square.
He did.
So I guess that's one apiece. Even though I'm not hitting nobody with a chair tonight, the commission will have a fit. What do you think of the best of 3?
Wait a minute. Best of 3?
Unless, of course, you're growing tired of me and Marcus Mathers. I tend to step out of character post-match. This guy is fucking sensational. Get it up. Thank you. Can I end it the way I usually do or no? Can I talk some shit that I usually talk? I may not have had a WrestleMania moment. Let me finish, thank you. I'm not living in a protective bubble on TNT, TBS, USA, or any other channel. I ain't gonna name names, you can name them. There is not one. 0, 30+ year ring veteran capable of performing at that I do, bar no one. Am I talking about something? Yeah. Him. Who else? Yeah, Dustin too. Who else? Jericho, I meant him too. Mysterio, I mean them all. I'm here in front of this Dynamite crowd. They're in front of thousands of people, but it doesn't matter one fucking iota. Thank you. You.
Crowbar letting you know.
Maybe next time.
Crowbar letting you know where his heart is, where his mind is. For him, this is his WrestleMania, his Super Bowl, his World Series, his Wrestle Kingdom, his barely legal, his all in, his all out. All of it, and a bag of chips. And it sounds like we might get a best of 3 series here because now it's tied 1-up.
The following contest is an Outlaw Women's match. making her way down the aisle, representing the 5 boroughs. It's never personal, just business. This is Tina San Antonio!
Tina San Antonio is here to do battle. And she doesn't seem too impressed to be here. Maybe she is impressed to be here. No, she doesn't seem too impressed to be here. But her opponent, I can tell you this, her opponent is incredibly high energy. Her opponent is highly personable. Let this entrance speak for itself.
Making her way down the aisle from Flavortown, this is Little Mean Kathleen!
Little Mean Kathleen. Look at the response for this young warrior, LMK. My first opportunity to call one of her matches. Little Mean Kathleen is in the moment. She's feeling the vibes, and the music's in her soul. It's roommates with the wrestling that lives in her soul. She may be little, but she's mean, and she's ready to face the baddest bitch on the block. Those are her words. I would call her the baddest person on the block, the baddest wrestler on the block, but she mandated that I refer to her as the baddest bitch on the block. Use that hashtag, Colossal Tussle. It's up in the, it's those letters up in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. And share this link on your social media. Doesn't matter whether it's live or after the fact. Spread the word about the wrestling revolution going down every month here at the Queens Brewery for Outlaw Wrestling. And this isn't the only place that Outlaw brings the joy and amazement to the masses. And I apologize in advance that Matt Cardona is going to be here later. I'm sorry about that. If it was up to me, he wouldn't. But it's not up to me, so got to get in the zone, KG. Collar and elbow tie-up right here, right now. The baddest bitch on the block is in control with a standing wrist lock. The ring gear of Tina San Antonio got quite a pop when it was fully revealed. If I'm not mistaken, I think I one time saw Tina San Antonio beat the hell out of a world-famous comedian Dan Black. But that's a story for another day, because this is all about Little Mean Kathleen and Tina San Antonio. Women's warfare here in the Outlaw Ring. Queens Brewery is the place. I am your boy, KG Kevin Gill. Honor and a privilege to be in the borough that brought me to this world and to be here to help analyze and break down this action. Look at this. San Antonio trying to end this one with the quickness. And Little Mean Kathleen always finds a way. Kathleen playing to the crowd, and why not? A lot of fury and intensity packed into the small package, known professionally as Little Mean Kathleen. Look at the guns on Tina San Antonio. Not to be outdone, though, is LMK, Little Mean Kathleen. Kathleen is a powerhouse, and she's got a lot of tendon strength as well. She may be smaller in stature, but her power, her fury is multiplied by her charisma and her connection with these people. Test of strength here. Tina San Antonio lured her in. Man, and things are not looking good for my friend Little Mean Kathleen. LMK trying to do anything to get out, but the savvy veteran San Antonio making it look easy here. Pin attempt after pin attempt effortlessly, but Little Mean Kathleen now with the momentum rolling through, and San Antonio can't hold the pin down on LMK. Kathleen riding that wave of momentum, and it's an exhausted San Antonio that finally has to release the hold. And Kathleen just hooks her right under that chin with a headlock. Kathleen still holding on, but San Antonio's got something in mind and a big handful of hair of Little Mean Kathleen. Kathleen up and over. Kathleen with the shoulder tackle from the soul. And the baddest bitch on the block becomes the baddest bitch at ringside. No disrespect to any of the amazing people that are at ringside. But San Antonio, without a doubt, is the baddest bitch at ringside. It's been noted you probably don't need that light or flash on your phone if you're in here filming or taking pictures. I think the room is as bright as it's gonna be. Oh my God, whose sign was that? Somebody's unhappy. Somebody's arts and crafts budget just got doubled. Very disrespectful maneuver there by Tina San Antonio. Someone who's been building quite a rep for herself and no stranger to the Outlaw Pro Wrestling ring. But Little Mean Kathleen is someone I've been reading a lot about online, and again, it's a pleasure for me to be able to call one of her matches tonight. I mean, from the selfish side, I hope she gets a big win here. I think it would mean a lot for her career. But for my own health and safety, I have to also note that Tina San Antonio was probably the odds-on winner here. Outlaw Wrestling has not yet officially dusted off its gambling program. That's to come at a later time. Little Mean Kathleen spins San Antonio around, gets her up in that fireman's carry position, and building up steam slowly but surely on this airplane spin into a Samoan drop. Everyone loves the Samoan dynasty and their contributions to wrestling, even Little Mean Kathleen. I talked about the tendon strength of Little Mean Kathleen earlier. She got Tina San Antonio up like she was nothing. And she ducks that massive forearm of Antonio, and now it's LMK who's in trouble. God, gut first onto the outstretched knee of the baddest bitch on the block, Tina San Antonio. Oh my God. Shades of Mr. Fuji. Not that anyone watching knows who Mr. Fuji is, but Google him and you'll know. A brilliant move. It's a move that's very hard to see coming, and by the time she's telegraphed it, she's already hit it. And Little Mean Kathleen is feeling the pain. Kick to the midsection. Antonio just picking her apart here. Antonio just stepping on the stomach of LMK, forcing the air right out of her. Even worse than having the wind knocked out of you from a fall or from an impact is just having it actually squozen out of you. And yes, I did say squozen. LMK whipped in, but Antonio, the savvy veteran, never even releases. Just whips her in, uses the added momentum to deliver the knee. Just forcing all the air out of her opponent's lungs with those repeated knee strikes and forcing her to run those ropes. LMK is exhausted. San Antonio in control, but that's how it's been for most of this encounter. using that shoulder and unleashing great destruction in the corner. LMK gasping like a fish for air, and this is proving to be so far a very sound strategy for Antonio. Antonio with the huge Irish whip, the hammer throw technically into that corner, putting all of her body weight behind it, and then just leaps in. LMK's done for. This is academic at this point. Little Mean Kathleen is gonna have to ignite a fire in her soul if she wants to get back into this fight. Because if not, Tina San Antonio will eat you alive. And that's not wrestling with Savage talking, that's me talking. That's your boy KG Kevin Gill calling the action for Outlaw. And San Antonio, man, it's like a cat toying with a mouse. Antonio doesn't almost seem to consider LMK competition. She's actively not even trying to defeat her, or at least she wasn't. Very, very lackadaisical. It's the best word for it. It's a very lackadaisical pinfall attempt. But again, I think San Antonio just wants to send a message here. She wants to put on a wrestling seminar and just outclass, out-wrestle, and beat down LMK. Crowd trying to fire up Little Mean Kathleen one more time. Kathleen off those ropes, but she got caught. Abdominal stretch locked in. Oh my God. Antonio's got her. Little Mean Kathleen has nowhere to go. Vicious. Kathleen found an escape somehow. Oh, trying to go right back to it. Wait a second. Turnabout is fair play here. It's Little Mean Kathleen with the abdominal stretch and driving the point of the elbow right into the lower abdominal region, but San Antonio with the stomp to the foot of Little Mean Kathleen. And Kathleen may be dead weight, but she's up on the shoulders of the baddest bitch on the block. And it's not gonna be pretty when she comes down. Unreal impact on Little Mean Kathleen. Only two. One more leverage pinfall attempt by San Antonio comes up short. Kathleen has got nowhere to go here. This is getting ugly. Relentless attacks to that lower midsection of Little Mean Kathleen. Boots, headbutts. And at some point, San Antonio's got to get tired of toying with her prey, get that win, hear her music, and get that winner's share of the purse. Again, just endlessly attacking Little Mean Kathleen. Kathleen takes the ride into the corner. She can't even stand at this point. Nobody home for Antonio. Antonio delivers a big knee to that corner pad, and nobody was home. Fans coming alive here for Little Mean Kathleen. It's do or die time, and it's been do or die time. And now Little Mean Kathleen finding it, finding that fire from somewhere, and trying to string together a flurry here. There you go. Little Mean Kathleen is feeling it right now. And if she could capitalize, she could get a huge win here in Queens. Little Mean Kathleen. There you go. You love to see it. Little Mean Kathleen going off on the baddest bitch on the block, walking her dry while she's at it. But the veteran finds a way out, finds an escape again. LMK screaming out the same catchphrase you see embroidered on her knee pad. LMK up and over, but holds onto that top rope, and Antonio doesn't know she's still there. Little Mean Kathleen with the tiny, mean forearm shot, enough to stun Miss San Antonio. High cross body, but wait, Antonio floats over, grabs the tights, And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner, Tina San Antonio.
Tina San Antonio stole the win. She used leverage, which is completely legal. That's part of the game. But it's when she grabbed a handful of Little Mean Kathleen's tights, that's when Tina San Antonio went too far. Take a look at this. High cross body, and you see the float over, but that's what I'm talking about. Big handful of tights. Almost turned LMK inside out. Referee may, wait a second, ref. Little Mean Kathleen was robbed by Tina San Antonio. LMK gets the loser's share of the purse tonight. Victory was stolen from her at the Queens Brewery. Oh, yes.
If you've been enjoying Outlaw, let me hear you say yeah. If you've been enjoying Outlaw, let me hear you say yeah. We've come to that time of the evening where I like to call the main event of the evening. The following contest is a singles match, and it is for the Outlaw Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
Queens respects Homicide, Brooklyn respects Homicide, the Bronx respects Homicide, Puerto Rico, the United States, Canada, Japan, wherever that man goes, Homicide is respected, Homicide is feared, and there's a reason. It's because Homicide is a legend. The notorious 187. One of Billy Corgan's favorite wrestlers, one of my favorite wrestlers. Homicide is that dude. Often seen rolling around the LES with his homeboy Vinny Stigma. A man you saw make his pro wrestling managerial debut right here at Outlaw. Something to check out from that Outlaw Wrestling film and footage library. I talked about Queens being my birthplace and the place that planted the seed of my obsession with professional wrestling, and it was the members of this man's family, the next man to come out through that curtain. Afa Jr., the Outlaw Champion, the son of Afa, the Wild Samoan, a member of the legendary Samoan dynasty, that Samoan bloodline. For me, it was his family member, Rikishi, was one of the people that put me on in this game, along with the Black Pearl, Reno Anawai. Much love to the Samoan dynasty, but I must warn you, stay away from Afa Jr. Not down to meet people, doesn't care if you respect them, doesn't care what you think of him or his family. Guy doesn't give a shit about anything except winning and hurting people, and shit's gotten real personal between him and Homicide.
Introducing first the challenger to...
What? Homicide, tired of the fucking cheap shots, tired of the attacks. Homicide's not waiting for a ring entrance. Homicide is here to unleash doom on Afa Jr. Homicide wants that belt back. Homicide defeated Crowbar right here at the Queens Brewery with Vinny Stigma from Agnostic Front in his corner. But the devious tactics and that island savage fury of Afa Jr. was enough to steal that title from Homicide. And it's got to be in the back of Homicide's mind. I always feel like I learned this early on. When you're fighting a member of the Samoan dynasty, of that Samoan bloodline, call it what you will, you never know if you're just fighting one of them. The roots of that bloodline, of that dynasty, run deep in this game. But Homicide, his passion, his fury, his talent, his abilities, also runs deep in this game. Homicide, the pride of Brooklyn, New York. A man who wants to retain and regain, I should say, that Outlaw Wrestling Heavyweight Championship right here at the Queens Brewery. Alpha Jr. on the receiving end of some vicious chops from Homicide. Man, the power, the savage fury of Alpha Jr., the son of a Samoan dynasty member, the son of a Hall of Famer, and a man who's well on his way to his own Hall of Fame career. Oh, fuck. Homicide's coming this way, and I got nowhere to go. God, thank God. Homicide trying to take Alpha Jr. the other way and hurl him into the crowd here. Alpha Jr. not having it. Alpha telling everyone to get the fuck out of their way. Guy with the glasses is like, is he serious? Yeah, bro, he's serious. As I like to say, the wrestlers aren't going to get out of your way, so please get out of their way. Alpha Jr. with that guardrail. God, now he's got Homicide bent right over it. Oh, God. Headbutt. Fighting just inches from the broadcast position here. I hope we don't lose feed. Homicide now taking Alpha Jr. out onto the floor of the Queens Brewery. No. Wait a second. Alpha Jr. wants to take this to the streets of Queens, New York. Clear the lane. Alpha Jr. doesn't give a shit about what you want. Alpha Jr. here to win, here to retain. Technically, Alpha Jr. doesn't even have to beat Homicide. It's Homicide who has to pin the champion or submit the champion if he wants to gain the gold. It's chaos here in Queens, but what else is new? Big splash in the corner, nobody home. Homicide with a head of steam. Lariat in the corner. Homicide one more time, fires up and throws one. And Alpha Jr. just absorbed it. Homicide with a quick strike, turns it around. And that's not the type of adjustment Alpha was hoping for on his cervical spine. Alpha Jr. possibly wishing he stayed at Allentown. In fact, I know Alpha Jr. is involved in a big event streaming this Sunday on the Premiere streaming platform. You've heard a lot about Premiere. A great time to tune in would be to check out Alpha Jr. and all his homies this Sunday. But I digress, because it's about Homicide right now, and Homicide wants the gold. Homicide with the DDT from the top, but no damage done. No trauma, no impact to a Samoan dome. Kick to the dick, though, remains highly effective against all people, all nations. Homicide in, black hole Samoan slam. Say goodbye to Ridgewood, Homicide. No, Homicide still in this fight. Heavyweight championship on the line. Alpha Jr. on that second rope. Oh my God, he leapt right into the Gringo Cutter. Oh my God, we almost had a new champion right there. People standing on top of beer kegs or beer brewing vats to get a better glimpse at the action, but you fans at home are getting the best look at the action possible, courtesy of our friends at STF Media. This is Outlaw Wrestling. I am KG Kevin Gill. That is what it's all about, the Outlaw Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Homicide wants it back. Homicide used to wear that to the bodega. He'd bring it everywhere. He was very proud of his achievement. Oh no, setting him up for a Samoan drop. DDT. Homicide was able to get through that time. DDT to the dome. And it looks like it had some effect on Alpha Jr. Homicide taking his time, trying to get up on that top rope. Alpha Jr. though shoves the official into the corner, which ends up knocking Homicide from his perch. And now could it be Samoan drop? That's it. Referee refusing to count it. Oh, please kill this guy, Alpha Jr. Oh, please handle this, Alpha. Yes, bless up for Samoa. Crowd applauding. People are on their feet applauding this. There you go, Samoan drop. Wait a second, he's got the match won, but we don't got an official out here. Here comes an official. He got him. Alpha Jr. DJ opting again to turn off our ring announcer's mic for reasons no one will ever understand.
Here is your winner and still Outlaw Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
Wait a second. What? Hold on a minute. What is happening here? Referee awarding the match to Homicide. What is happening here?
Here is your winner by result of disqualification, the notorious 187 Homicide!
Homicide won by disqualification, but as I said earlier, you have to pin or submit the champion if you want to get the prize, if you want to get the gold. What's happening now? Oh, Jesus. If I was the ring crew, I would just wait to sweep up the ring till later. Don't, oh God. You can't say, please don't kill me to a Samoan. You can't say, please don't bash in my face, Alpha Jr. Oh, but there's a guy who can say something about it. There's a guy who can do something about it. Bull James right in the face of Alpha Jr. And Alpha Jr. stepped out. He stepped down from the ring. Bull James standing tall. Cameraman, what are you looking at? Get on the fucking ring! Who the fuck is that? Wait a second! That's Jacob Fatu! Jacob Fatu! Jacob Fatu! What is he doing in Queens? What is he doing in Outlaw? Bull James is down. Samoan splash from Alpha Jr. Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf, almost driving Homicide through the mat. Alpha Jr. with the fucking moonsault. setup. He set up the moonsault for Jacob Fatu. Unbelievable. Samoans in the building. The Fatu bloodline, the Anoa'i bloodline, formed together to create the Samoan bloodline, the Samoan dynasty. And now these two legendary Samoan warriors here to wreak havoc in Queens. Bull James is down. Homicide is down. And the beatings will continue. I don't think we got any more officials out here. Someone maybe can ring the bell or something. Let's do something to get these fucking maniacs out of here. This is crazy. Alpha Jr. has the gold. And now with Jacob Fatu by his side, I don't know if anyone, and I mean if anyone, can pull that gold off the waist of Alpha Jr. Unfucking believable. Shocked silence in the room here in Queens. Homicide and Bull James, both Brooklyn natives, both bleed for Outlaw Wrestling. Alpha Jr. was just set to run through all the building security, all the ring crew, who's gonna beat the living shit out of everyone until Bull James said enough. Not on my watch. And it was Alpha Jr. who stepped away. Let's hit some fucking music for these guys, man.
This is on Outlaw Wrestling. Outlaw. 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 That's a cool motherfucker. Hey, also, fuck you.
Let's give it up one more time for the notorious 187 Homicide. Ladies and gentlemen, the action is far from over as Ramin Karimloo from the Last Match musical is going to help you guys rise with vengeance. So please welcome to the ring, Ramin!
Hell yeah. Welcome to the show.
Great to be here with Outlaw Pro Wrestling. You fans are amazing. Thanks for letting us be here with the Last Match musical.
Years gone in a blink of an eye, and I barely recall the start. Just a child with a chip on the shoulder, a kid with a dream in their heart. Boss was the first to see vengeance inside me and set to put these fists to use. gave me a name and a reason to fight. Rang the bell and he set me loose. Was a beast in the ring, fear was not a thing, no stunt that I wouldn't pull. From San Fran to the Bayou, Laredo to Detroit, 7 nights a week, those seats were full. And I brought home with me what I could not leave in the ring, fueled by anger, bathed in entropy. Never looked in the mirror. If I did, I'd see clear that something was breaking in me. Oh, they're calling me now. I can hear my name shaking the ground underneath my feet. And all I can think when the world falls out underneath. Come on, Outlaw Wrestling fans. Well, sure enough, I became an icon, a household name. Met a girl way out of my league. Solomon blush enough to ignore the fatigue. And I never backed down, and I never complained. And just like the heel that I played, he dug into me, and I began to believe that something was breaking in me. Calling me now. Let me hear you. I can hear my name shaking the ground underneath. And all I can think, when the world will fall out under me. Body aches, more breaks than one man could count. Blood, tears, and sweat. I won the title at least a dozen times with concussions. Sometimes you forget. They're calling me now. I can hear my name shaking the ground underneath my feet, and all I can think, oh, they're calling me now. And all I can think.
What a beautiful moment. What a beautiful performance.
Who's gone in a blink of an eye? Should walk away while my legs can stand. But Jenny's right. There's no reason that I shouldn't go out with the belt in hand. Thank you very much. You guys are amazing. Outlaw Pro Wrestling, you rule. Sammy. Good night.
Direct from the last match, the Pro Wrestling Rock and Roll Musical. Ramin Karimloo delivering the Sonic Smackdown in the ring. Being greeted. Oh no! What? No, 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 no. Behold the bather of dolls, the toucher of toys, the handler of Hasbros, and the lover of LJNs. I can't believe it's the Mookie Wilson of being a mark and the man who has single-handedly prostituted and destroyed the doll collector scene. Wrestling matches are just something Matt Cardona does to fill the time between doll washes. This guy is the Steve Lombardi of killing the party. He's the Iron Mike Sharp with the personality of a carp. The Rusty Brooks of surviving off his looks. The Dusty Wolf of Detolf. The Terry Gibbs of collecting figs. The Barry Horowitz of wasting his money on shit. And after his vomit-based adventures this weekend, he may well be the George South of having an action figure in his mouth. Cardona making his Outlaw Wrestling debut. And here he is, Matt Cardona, also one of the stars of the last match, the Pro Wrestling Rock and Roll musical. And Steph DeLander is here with Cardona, but why? Steph DeLander may be the only person in the world that's happy to hear Matt Cardona's music. Matt Cardona, like wrestling's barnacle, he clings on to anyone he can, and now he's trying to latch on to the rapidly rising career of Steph DeLander.
Fuck all of you, okay? You guys want to talk shit, huh? You want to talk shit?
I do.
Do you know who the fuck we are? I am the baddest bitch on the indies, Steph DeLander, okay? He is the indie god, Matt Cardona. This is the death match king, okay? And he has more talent in his pinky finger than that loser does in his entire body.
Steph, that was a little harsh. We're nice guys, we're baby faces. Let's change the attitude. Queens, New York! Come on, Queens, New York! Queens, New York fucking sucks.
It's better than Long Island, you bitch-ass Mark.
Outlaw Pro Wrestling sucks. Besides me, Alexander Swagger, the last match musical sucks.
Let's be honest, it's an amazing musical.
And you know who sucks most of all? This piece of shit, Ramin.
Come on.
Hey, show us some respect.
For what?
All hail the Deathmatch King. See, I understand you, Marks. This is the greatest night of your lives. Getting to see two worldwide superstars tonight. But for us, this is just a booking we took on a Thursday.
Cardona's probably just thrilled to have an actual working microphone on one of his indie bookings.
We've already been paid. We can do this all night. But I didn't come here to sing and dance. I came here to wrestle.
Such a chode.
Ramin, I'm calling your ass out.
What? You're gonna call out a singer and a multi-time award winner?
You came, you sang, you danced, but nobody gives a shit about you, Ramin. They care about me, the indie god. What's the matter, Ramin? You scared to get in the ring with the deathmatch king? There's no script, Ramin. The last match musical is fake. Matt Cardona is the real fucking deal, and I will kick your ass tonight if you have any balls.
Come on. Whoa! Ramin means business.
Ramin, I don't think you have the balls to wrestle me, okay? I've already beaten half those jabronis in the locker room. I want to beat you. So what do you say? Me and you, one-on-one wrestling match right here, right now.
Cardona talks a lot of shit for a guy who was dressed up as Indiana Jones at a child's amusement park just like 72 hours ago. This isn't what Ramin came here for. He's part of the amazing and award-winning last match. The pro wrestling rock and roll musical. But he's got a lot of heart.
Here's the thing. I like this place. I like Queens. I like the people here. Listen, they're one and the same with Broadway actors. We work hard. We have tenacity. We have grit. And when you talk smack, you're going to get smacked. But here's the thing, Matt. I don't want to wrestle. I don't want to wrestle. I think it's only fitting for the Deathmatch King that we fight. And if you want to fight, you got it right now. Let's go.
A fight! Look at Cardona back up. Yo! Ramin Karimloo is yoked and he's ready to go. Yo, Cardona asked for it and Cardona's about to get it. This is going to be something else. Cardona always trying to bully everybody, always trying to run his mouth, spraying that shitty bronzer all over everything around him. He leaves a slime trail like a snail. Oh, what a pussy. What a pussy move, Cardona. Look at this guy. He has to powder out. He has to bail out because a thespian, an actor, a singer, one of the top performers in all of Broadway, and not just here Broadway in New York, but that Broadway stage lights up the world. Cardona. Cardona's so weak, even Long Island doesn't claim him anymore. Cardona's going to have to start claiming New Jersey now. Look at Cardona ducking and covering. This guy, man, he's getting outclassed and outgunned by a thespian, by a sanger. This is wonderful. This is what Matt Cardona has needed, a humbling. Cardona needs to be humbled. Not so much of a major player as he is a major herb. I can't deny his podcast series is incredible. It's carried by Brian Myers. And then they have like 7 other guys that all have to do the heavy lifting to cover for Cardona's weaknesses. There you go. Ramin Karimloo, he's ready to fight. He's in better shape than Cardona. He's got a better tan than Cardona, got cooler tattoos than Cardona. Collar and elbow tie-up in the center of the ring, and Karimloo just hurls Cardona into the corner. Again, Cardona, like a coward. Cardona just had to stop and get some water from the audience. Cardona is shook right now, and I've got the best seat in the house. I've seen Matt Cardona be beaten, humiliated, folded, spindled, humbled, broken, battered, bloodied. I've seen all of it, but it was usually wrestlers that got to do it. Tonight I'm watching a singer, an actor, a performer from another medium humiliate Matt Cardona. Just about 25 miles away from the city that no longer claims him. Cardona and Karimloo, center of the ring, collar and elbow. Cardona going for the hair right from the get-go. Cardona had the opportunity to tape up and put on all his cosplay gear. Ramin just had to come from chillin' to do this. He wasn't prepared to do any of this. And Cardona doesn't even come alone. Now he's got Steph DeLander with him. Little known fact, I don't mean to put his business in the street, Chelsea Green signed a contract somewhere just so she doesn't have to travel with Matt anymore. Just so she can spend a few days a week away from him. It's bad enough having to sign for all his packages and help alphabetize his figures, but then just traveling with him becomes too much. Amber giving some words here, words of wisdom, words of advice to Ramin Karimloo. Sorry, I'm not going to repeat what that fan said, but I do concur with it. If you heard it, then you know. Never thought I'd be calling a Ramin Karimloo versus Matt Cardona match. And Karimloo's got all the star power. He's got all the charisma, all the heart. Look at this guy. Cardona, a major player in his own mind. Someone who's been driven out of every major wrestling company, forced now to survive on the independents. Don't do it. Don't trust a snake, Ramin, especially one covered in fake bronzer with a bunch of rubber dolls in his glove compartment. Ramin shit canned out to the floor, but look at this, skinning the fucking cat. And Cardona's too dumb to know what's going on. Deja vu. Cardona throws that line and huge shoulder tackle from Ramin Karimloo. The last match is that pro wrestling rock and roll musical, but we could be watching the last rock and roll pro wrestling match of Cardona's career. He's just getting bodied here by a singer. And now Ramin Karimloo going to town on Cardona. Yes. Count to 10 with the microphone god, the Sultan of Sing, my man Ramin Karimloo, making Matt Cardona look foolish. Look at this with the greatest of ease, walking around with 225 pounds of orange goo and dumps it right on the mat. Karimloo off the ropes, huge sky-high splash from the heavens. And oh my God, Cardona found a way to escape. The indie jobber is face down on the canvas. The super talented Steph DeLander, who right now is suffering. Matt Cardona is the barnacle on Steph DeLander's career. Ramin letting her know this ain't your battle. Step on down off that ring apron. Oh, cheap shot. What a surprise. This is the only way Cardona can do anything. A whole life of rage and that unhappiness in Cardona's soul. No matter how many action figures you buy, no matter how badly you ruin the entire doll collecting and doll washing industry for all the other weirdos, it still can't quench that emptiness that lives inside Matt Cardona forever. All the prototypes in the world, all the 2-ups in the world, nothing can make this man feel happy. And he got 2 there. He only got 2. Give me a break, Cardona. That going for a choke there, a very form, almost like a form of a pin. The ref wouldn't even acknowledge it. Fans getting in Cardona's face, talking hellified shit. Look what Cardona has to resort to beat a singer. Come on, DeLander, you're better than this. Oh, super cheap shot by Cardona. Pre-cut shirt tear. Oh, that's why. This is fucked up. Cardona just choking, trying to take Ramin right out of this. Shouldn't a decorated indie god be able to just beat a singer using conventional wrestling moves? Nobody wants your stupid shirt, Matt Cardona. Cardona now lowering the boom between the cheating, the distractions, the bad sportsmanship, the out-of-control ego. And I think Ramin Karimloo may even gotten a little bronzer in his eye. Look at that. Ramin Karimloo just absorbing the best Cardona has to offer. And now it's Karimloo with the chops in the corner. Offensive flurry, and he's not done yet. Huge chop. Cardona with the hammer throw into the corner. Ramin goes down. That's a brutal move to take. Cardona able to tap into all those years of unfulfilled rage, all those years of being unloved by everyone, his family, his wife, his so-called friends. Ask Cody Rhodes about Matt Cardona, but now it's Cardona with that kendo stick, a Singapore cane, if you will, right into the midsection. Karimloo is the one who asked for no rules, and now he's regretting it. Cardona tees off, quick cover here, but Ramin Karimloo stays in the fight. The force behind the last match, the pro wrestling rock and roll musical, is still in this fight, but he needs eyes in the back of his head because Cardona's got a chair. Amber's there to try to give some advice to Ramin, but look out because this dildo has a chair. God damn it. Cheap shot again. Cheap shot after cheap shot from Cardona. This is what it takes for the so-called self-professed indie god to beat an award-winning singer. Crowd not impressed with Cardona at all. Cardona trying to tee up that chair. Nobody home, and Cardona just knocked his own lights out. What a goof. Steph DeLander, this is your chance to go get the train and get out of here, girl. What this may have done is create the opportunity, created the opening for Ramin Karimloo to humiliate Matt Cardona in front of a worldwide audience. Both men going for that Singapore cane at the same time. Karimloo, way more jacked, way better cardio. Easily just pulls the stick from Cardona's hand. Cardona's done the same thing to little kids in stores who are trying to buy dolls. He'll swoop in and just rip it right out of their hands. But Karimloo's no kid, as Karimloo swings for the fences into the guts of Matt Cardona, and now Cardona crying for mercy, begging for mercy, but Karimloo has none. And why should he? Cardona's pulled every dirty trick in the book. Even now pulling at the tights of Ramin Karimloo, and Karimloo has the chair. Ramin has the chair. Cardona's got the double birds, and 2 fuck you fingers versus the steel chair. Chair wins every time, Brainiac. Here we go, Ramin, do it for the people. There you go. Holy fuck! Shades of Rob Van Dam threw Cardona the chair. The Cardona with such a low wrestling IQ, he involuntarily caught the chair and set himself up for what could be the finale. Ramin Karimloo doesn't want an encore tonight. He just wants to win it. Holy fuck! Karimloo in the center of the ring! But somehow, Cardona finds a way. Cardona crawling over towards Steph DeLander. Ramin Karimloo plans his next move. And it's Karimloo with the furious punches, one to the midsection, one to the head. Take another look. Cardona kicked out with great force here, but Karimloo just hit him with that sting splash about 10,000 times harder. Cardona's in trouble. Cardona's out of gas. What a fucking weak move. He's going for his eye. Cardona tearing at the eye of Ramin Karimloo. Bad sportsmanship, unsportsmanlike conduct, unlawful use of a referee. And it's all Amber can do to watch on from ringside. Amber Ardolino, not a trained professional wrestler, unlike Steph DeLander, unlike Mid Carbona. But now it's Ramin Karimloo all the way up high. Superplex! Hit Cardona so hard you could see all of his tan lines at one time. Cardona down on the canvas. Karimloo exhausted from the effort. Cardona the first to recover, surprisingly, trying to steal the pin off the effort of Ramin Karimloo, but that's nothing new to Cardona. He's been picking the fruits of other people's labor for years. Take a look at this, Karimloo with Cardona. Superplex, and he got all of it. Karimloo with the head of steam, went for that huge splash in the corner one too many times. Cardona had it scouted. Don't do it. Don't do it. Queens won't have this shit. Oh, God. Cardona. What a disgrace to Otani. Cardona doesn't even know who Otani is. Cardona tries to steal the pin here, but Ramin Karimloo still remains in this fight. Incredible to see. A stage performer, a star of Broadway all around this world. Ramin Karimloo is giving Matt Cardona a wrestling lesson. Karimloo struggles to his feet. Cardona up and down with the sack rider. 2. No. Karimloo remains in the fight. Steph DeLander is beside herself. So shocked by that, all of her hair is slowly turning white from the front going backwards. You'll have to see the time lapse to see all those details. Karimloo just face down on the canvas. Wait a minute. Look at that sky-high sack rider by Zack Ryder, AKA Mid Carbona. Matt Cardona, 1-2, only 2.5. Cardona hefting up that heavyweight door, placing it in the corner. And man, things are not looking good for Ramin Karimloo. What an effort he's given us. Wasn't prepared to fight, didn't train for a fight, and is in here having a no-rules match with Matt Cardona on a live stream. Not just on Outlaw Wrestling YouTube, also on Rolling Stone's Twitch. Cardona with the whip, reversed by Karimloo. Cardona puts the brakes on and gets rolled up and almost got taken out. Both these warriors are exhausted. Well, the warrior in the ring is exhausted, and also Matt Cardona's tired. Cardona with the cheap shot, of course. There's no other way for him to do anything. Always a shortcut from Cardona. He can't beat a singer without cheating. And now what's this? Why is Steph DeLander getting in the ring? Wait a second. That's Amber from the last match. Wait a second. Amber perched up high. High cross body right up on the face of Steph DeLander. Teamwork makes the dream work. And Amber Ardolino just got sky high. If you think she's great in the last match, the Pro Wrestling Rock and Roll Musical, you should see her soaring off the top rope. Take a look again. Look at the poise, the balance, the grace, and up high on the face, smothering Steph DeLander. See you later, bitch boy! Cardona hits hard through the door. Cardona is done. Yes, they're standing in Queens, New York. What a moment!
Here is your winner, Ramin Karimloo!
Ramin Karimloo! He came, he saw, and he conquered. One of the most brilliant singers in the history of Broadway. Just beat the man with the most inflated opinion of himself. Ramin Karimloo is everything Matt Cardona wishes he was. Ramin is loved. Ramin is respected. Wait a second. Shake his hand, Cardona. You got beat. Show some respect. I'm speechless. It kills me to say it, but Matt Cardona, a good sport. Steph DeLander, a good sport. I never thought this could be true. I can't believe it. Cardona got beat fair and square, and he accepted it. Maybe it's a learning moment.
The contest, Ramin Karimloo.
I literally can't believe what I just saw. Even more shocking to me than Ramin Karimloo pinning Cardona for the 1-2-3 was Cardona showing grace. Cardona having self-awareness. Cardona having one to grow on and learning from his mistakes. What a moment, what a night it's been in Queens, New York at the Queens Brewery.
I don't know if you know, but you know now that this has been Outlaw Wrestling.
Colossal Tussle.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Outlaw Wrestling.